Hey guys, welcome to Laravel Tips. In today's video, we'll be looking at 4 new things that are added to Laravel version 8.77.0. The first thing that has been added is the improvement on this attribute caster accessor, which is contributed by the Taylor Otwell himself. And if you don't know about accessor and mutators, then I have already created a video about that. You can see here in my channel, Laravel 8 accessor, mutators and casting. And also I have created another advanced tutorial where I have gone deep into the accessor and shown you how it works under the hood. You can have a look at both of these videos, and I'll be leaving the link of these two videos just below that like button. So the thing that has been improved is there is a new syntax for the accessor and mutators. Let me show you that. Here in the users model, I had this get name attribute and set name attribute. It was like this before. Here in the database, I have this first user whose name is name changed, and now if I access it from this Tinkerwell like this, the name will be accessed as capital case. As you can see here, str to upper is applied over here. Before we had to do it like this, but now we can do it like this. We can call it as a protected method because we will not access this method name outside of this model. So we have to just give it a return type as attribute, and here we have to return this attribute, and this attribute is illuminate database eloquent cars attribute. Now we have to return an instance of attribute with get and set. If you only want getter, then you can only write here getter and you can just comment this out or just remove it. And if you want setter also, then you can just write it like this. But what was the drawback before? Here in the setter, let's say I had write here email, then also it would work. Whenever we were just saving the user, then it would just change everything to lowercase in the email. So that was the disadvantage in the previous method. And also we had to write 2 methods for this, but now we can use a single method, and whenever we set a value, then it will set to this name only. And is this old way deprecated? No, it is not deprecated, and it is mentioned by the Taylor Otwell himself on the pull request. I'll be leaving the link of all the pull requests just below that like button. And the next thing that has been added is this MAC address validation rule. So let me show you here. So there is this new MAC address validation rule. Suppose let's say we have this data in the MAC address and we are validating the MAC address, then this passes will be false because it is not a valid MAC address. But let's say in a request we have a valid MAC address. Let me comment this out, and here if I just run, then it will return true because this is a valid MAC address. The third thing that has been added is this datetime parsing to the request instance, and it is contributed by Dark Ghost Hunter. So let me explain you this. Let me go here in the web.php file. Suppose let's say we have this published at in our query string and we want to convert it into a Carbon instance. Then before we had to do it like this. So let me show you here in the browser. Suppose I had published at like this, then if I just hit enter, then it would show me this Carbon instance. But now we don't have to do this. We can simply do it like this. And again, if I reload, we can see the same thing over here. And suppose let's say we don't have anything here, then it will return null as expected. And let's say we have some random data over here, then it will throw an exception which says fail to pass the time string this. Now the fourth and the final thing that has been added is this missing method on the collection and lazy collection. Whenever this pull request was merged, the method name was missing, but now it has been changed. If you see here in the history, here commit is rename method, and if you look inside it, then you can see here missing is changed to does not contain, and it is just the opposite of contains. Let me show you that also. Here in the collection I have Laravel tips and YouTube. So here if we call contains, this contains Laravel tips, then it will return true as you can see here. But if you pass here does not contain Laravel tips, but it has Laravel tips here, and it will return false. So it is just the opposite of contains.